Hello everyone and welcome to the next part of candle by candle practicing with me. In this video we'll go through a couple of more candles and we will explain more details and just more stuff to learn. Okay, so here the previous session we stopped here, and in this session we will keep going. Okay, if you look at here, let me zoom in. You see that we have this uptrend. Okay, we have this uptrend and the price actually is moving to the upside. Okay, here also we had this engulfing pattern and this is a level. Basically the retracement of this engulfing pattern is lined up with this round number. Okay, so this area is going to be important for us. Okay, every single engulfing candle, for example this one, has a retracement part. Okay, the candle who has been engulfed, the body, the starting point of that, in this case this is this red candle, is retracement point of this engulfing or outside bar pattern, which is lined up with this round number. Okay, so here if we draw the line, you will see still there's a gap. This is an evening star pattern. This is a retracement. Okay, when we have patterns and then we have retracement, we should keep going with the pattern's direction. Especially we have this rejection, which is a strong rejection in this movement to the upside. Okay, so here we still have this pattern here, this gap right here, and basically when we have a strong level, the gaps should be filled. Okay, so obviously we should go with the buyers, we should go with the sellers here. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I should zoom back. Okay, yeah, so we have this red candle, and this red candle hasn't created a lower low for us, which means that the market is actually ranging in this area. Okay, so if we had this trend to the downside, we should have this lower low, and kind of we can see that the market is creating lower low and it's trying to go down. But in this case we don't have a lower low, so this is all we have two spinning candles. This is ranging market signs. Okay, so here if you draw the line, we still have this gap right here, but this is so close. Okay, basically this gap can can be filled with a rejection and then go up. Okay, so in this case we might have this situation coming down and then rejected and going up. Okay, so we either will have this one or we will have something like this. Okay, close here, again come down, rejected and close and fill the gap. Okay, so we have two scenarios here. One of them is just closing on the gap, okay, which is this strong buyer's area. Another one is just rejecting from this gap and go and create a green candle. So in this case, when we have two scenarios, the best thing to do is kind of securing our trades. So if we have this level, we have two options here. It's either going to close on this, it's either going to go up. So it's better to enter with marginal safety. We have this rejection point here, right? Is this a rejection point? So the third time if the price comes here, it's going to get rejected, right? So you're going to draw a line from the rejection point, and the candle is going to open right here. It's going to come down. We will enter right here. Okay, it's going to come down and get rejected and go up. The worst case scenario is going to go it's going to go up and then it's going to go down and close something like this and fill this gap. Okay, but since we are entering with marginal safety, the trade is kind of safe. Okay, unless we are I don't know, the market is going to go crazy and create this candle. Okay, so everything is possible in this market. That's why we do money management and stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's see the next candle. Yeah, you see that we kind of filled this gap. If I zoom in, you will see that we filled this gap, and yeah, it's even came lower and got rejected from kind of this rejection point. But anyways, our entry was perfect and optimized, so we have no problem. Okay, now we fill the gap, and you'll see that the buyer's rejection right here, and we fill the gap. I'm kind of worried about this rejection. I wasn't expecting a long rejection, but this long rejection shows me the buyers are somewhere here as well. So if there wasn't any buyers, okay, the sellers were very strong at the first place, but if there wasn't any buyers, we would have this candle, okay, and then we would drop. But this rejection shows me that the buyers are somewhere here, so they're not gonna let the price come down. So here I can go with the buyers because we closed on the gap, and yeah, we closed exactly on this gap. Basically the levels, you know, combining with this engulfing patterns are very, very strong. So we can go with the buyers for the next candle. Oh, yeah, I was expecting this candle. So here we basically took three trades, and all of them winning trades. Okay, here we have created, okay, you might say, okay, you already know the next candle. Bro, I'm trying to be realistic as possible, and I'm trying to apply my own perspective when I'm looking at the live chart, okay? So don't think that way. So here we have this morning star pattern, and as you all know, morning stars and all the patterns in general, they give us retracement, outside bar, retracement, evening star, retracement, okay? If you look back, you'll see that again, 3 bar up, retracement, engulfing, retracement, engulfing, retracement. Okay, so everything is going to give us retracement, right? So here also we have this morning star, we're going to have that retracement. Okay, we also have broken this indecision market, so we are expecting a retracement. Okay, let's see. Okay, we don't have that retracement here, and if you look and zoom in here, you will see that we have a gap right here. Okay, so basically there's two options here. Let me just draw it for you. I'm trying to draw exactly this part of the chart. Okay, this is a morning star pattern. This is the same pattern, right? Okay, we basically in this pattern, we are expecting a retracement, okay? But when you look at the candles open, the next candles open, you have to, you know, pay attention to one factor, which is gaps, okay? In this market, I believe so many people doesn't care about gaps, and when they lose a trade because of gap, they don't even realize, okay? But if you look at here, we have two situations here. Okay, just like this one, just like this one. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, and then the next situation, we have this. Okay, so you might wonder, okay, why here I get the retracement, and why it didn't give, it doesn't care about retracement in this case, okay? So the reason why is simple, because if you look at this one, let me just clean this. If you look at this one, you'll see that there's a gap, okay? What this gap is trying to tell us, gaps basically in the market, gaps try to skip the candles, okay? For example, if there wasn't any gap, the next candle would be like this, okay? If you kind of try to, you know, place a candle right on this gap, basically this is the gap candle, right? This is the gap candle. If there wasn't any gap, you will get this candle, okay? But this gap skips this candle, it skips the retracement right here, okay? Because this is a gap down. If we had this gap up, for example, the next candle would start from this, let's say this is a level. Should I clean this? Okay, let me just, let's say this is a level, and ignore this candle, okay? The next candle would start from this level. Is this gonna still go up? No, you would have this candle. because it's starting from the seller's area. So gaps have some rules, but if I'm gonna advise you, I would say when you see these kind of gaps, when you try to get into a trade, just wait for the next candle's open. If it's opening with the gap, don't get into the trade, okay? You know, if you take the risk, you can go into the trade, but gaps will change the result in the most cases, okay? It will change the result in most cases. This is one of those, okay? So if I was seeing this open of the candle, I would probably go with the buyers even, because I already, if you look at the mini course video, I have, you know, taught this gaps right there, okay? You can watch the video and learn the gaps. This is the most simple gap you can see in the market, okay? So yeah, we lost this trade because of the gap. Maybe in real market, I would still go with the sellers because I couldn't really decide so fast right on the candles open. I don't know. This is the gaps, okay? So you have to pay attention to all the details in the market. Okay, for now, we have the seller's entry, which is still a gap. Okay, another point about gaps. When you have sellers and buyers entry associated with gap, again, you have to be very careful, because this sellers and buyers entry would not be accurate enough. For example, if this is closing, it's not even closing on the seller's entry, but if the next candle is going to open here, it's going to again go up. Okay, if this next candle is going to open here, because it's opening from the seller's entry, it might come down. Okay, so in this situation, just this would not be accurate enough. So you have to look at the candles open, look at the candles close. Okay, all that stuff. So let's see the next candle. I would wait here personally. Okay. Okay, you see that in this case, we have this gap up. We have this gap up, and this is the seller's entry. We have, still gap to the sellers, but it's trying to jump on the sellers. Basically, when we have gap up near to the levels, and even if this was on this seller's entry, it would come down. Okay, especially previously we have this gap, and yeah, basically when we have a market like this without any gap, okay, it's very accurate. Like, you can count on the levels, count on the gaps very accurately. But when there's a gap between this, it's gonna miss whole market. At least 10 candles after this gap will be affected by this gap. Okay, that's why so many people advise people just to take the trades on good markets, and good markets are the markets without gaps, without long shadows. Those are good markets. For me personally, I love bad markets because I can enter with marginal safety. I can, use them in my advantage. But still, it's up to you. It's up to your style, and you can avoid these kind of markets because this is a bad market, right? We have long wicks, we have gaps everywhere. Okay, anyways, so we're gonna move on, and here I wouldn't take this trade because I would probably confuse, because there's still a gap to the level and we have gap up. Okay, just avoid this, bro. Avoid this trade. So here again, we're closing right here. Let's see the next candle. Okay, you see the next candle also opens with a little bit of gap, right? And it closed basically again at the middle of this level, closed with the gap, imbalance everywhere. Didn't even create a high. We basically, in this case, we have both we have reasons for sellers and buyers to enter, for like, it's 50-50, okay? In this case, because of this gap and the candle's closing point, and this is the seller's entry with gap, okay? That's just, we're gonna run out of confusion to confuse in these kind of markets. Just avoid this. Since this is a candle by candle practice, and I already gathered this information, I have to go candle by candle. But in real life, I would just change the chart easily. That's the easiest thing you can do for yourself. Just change the chart, bro. When you're not understanding the chart, just change the chart. okay? But in this case, we're just gonna go candle by candle, okay? So let's see the next candle. Is still no opportunity, okay? Okay, it seems that the buyers are crazy in this market, and yeah, here still we broke everything, and it's going up like crazy. There's no levels on the way, and still it can go up, because when we have broken these kind of indecision and imbalance part of the market, we're probably going to keep going up. But still, we cannot trust this. You don't trust this, because this is it might work, it might not work. I mean, here logically you should go with the buyers, but since if you look back, you will see, you know, the market is just maximum creating 2 green candles, okay? So if this is gonna be a green candle, it means that it's breaking its own rule of the sequence, okay? In case, like in terms of sequence, it's gonna break the rule. But if you want to go to the seller, this is against the minor and major trends. So obviously, wait here, okay? Realistically, you should wait here, and I will also wait. Okay. Again, we're going up like crazy. You don't see any weakness. If you look at the past, you will see the same candles in a row, same candles. When you have these kind of situations, just like this, you will see these kind of markets in sometimes late nights in OTC, okay? These kind of markets just going to the moon, okay? And any sort of level, it's not gonna keep them. I mean, it's not gonna stop them. And this is kind of the same situation, but it's way better than that. And in this case, we see bars of strength going up, and we're closing on this round number, which is not very strong. We don't know about the round number right here. And unfortunately, we should just wait here, okay? Just wait, because I don't see any opportunity. Still, that's the same. This is a continuation sign, middle of the trend, okay? This is a continuation sign. We basically, when you have hammers, inverted hammers, and spinning candles at the middle of the trend, and you know that the trend is strong, these are continuation signs, okay? But in this weird trend, we're not even making higher high, and we still have this gap right here, okay? So this gap is showing me this round number is pretty strong, okay? So yeah, we don't have higher high, so we cannot go with the buyers, even though this is continuation sign. Let's just wait. Okay, the buyers are just coming to the market. Yeah, still there's a gap to the level. Level is the next round number. I don't know if there was any level back there, but in this case, sellers might enter by, like, we don't know when they're gonna enter, but they can enter anytime, okay? Let me give you a tip. Normally, when you have a healthy trend, with retracement, don't go with the trend if we have 5 consecutive candles. In this case, if you see, this is 5, right? Normally, at the, let's say, 65% of the time, after every 5 candle of, you know, a particular color of candle, we might have a retracement, okay? So in this case also, this is like already up, okay? You don't want to go against it, because this is pretty strong. You don't want to go with it, because we see some weird stuff here, okay? So we're just gonna wait. Okay, yeah, the sellers has been entered. Sellers are pretty strong here. They're basically stronger than this one. They are stronger than this one, stronger than this one. So it's trying to kind of, okay, not from this one. But basically they are very strong. These sellers are very strong, and the market is also up. So obviously the seller should be strong here. And yeah, the next candle, because, you know, we have this engulfing and lower lows. This engulfing pattern is very, very strong, but it's closing on this round number, which is, you know, this gap also here. So this is a level, and this is closing on this round number, and this is very strong. So it's still no opportunity here. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, here also the market is coming down, and we broke this trend line. We don't know if this is gonna retrace, and no opportunity. If I see the next strong green candle, we probably, like, it's gonna, you know, just like this, it's gonna keep going up. If I see one of these candles right here, strong candle, or one of these candle, or one of these candle, I need a good green candle to make sure that this trend is gonna go up. If there's a weak candle, the next candle is gonna come down. Okay, and let's see the next candle. Okay, I was waiting for this candle basically. Yeah, this is a very strong buyer's candle, and the buyers should enter after this, because this is a very healthy trend and it's going up. So yeah, I'm waiting for buyers here. I'm going with the buyers. Yes. You know, you see that in so many situations, like in this area of market, there was no opportunity, absolutely no opportunity, and we just waited. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have to stay on one chart for a long time. Okay, when you see there's just no opportunity for a long time and you see weird stuff happening, okay, you just can't simply change the chart and go to a better chart. But if in this case, which I'm, you know, trying to practice with you candle by candle, I have to go through all of the candles. Okay, but when you're trading yourself, you just have to change the chart, the easiest way to get rid of imbalance and all that weird stuff. Okay, don't try to fight with the market. Don't try to take your kind of force your trades on these kind of situations. Okay, don't force your trades. Okay, if you're gonna wait, you have to wait. Okay, you can change the chart. If you see all the charts are messy, all the charts are, you know, hard to understand, just avoid trading. Okay, just avoid it, and you don't have to force your trade. Don't ego trade, don't force your trade. Okay, just trade what you understand from the market. You'll see that here we had no opportunity and we just waited. That's simple. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope that was useful. And yeah, peace out. Drop a like for me if you liked the video. Peace out.